Back in the gym, man. All right. It's not too late. Let's get fit. Do some of these kettle pulls. I don't know what it's called, but let's go.
The DOJ is now suing Illinois and the city of Chicago for allegedly obstructing the federal government's enforcement of immigration law and refusing to end its sanctuary policies.
They are choosing illegal aliens over the safety and security of their own citizens and the men and women of law enforcement who are out there trying to protect their citizens. Not only did we sue today the city of Chicago, we sued the state of Illinois, we sued the mayor, we sued the governor, and we sued others. And let me be very clear, if you don't comply with federal law, you're going to be next.
President Trump's newly appointed DEA chief Derek Maltz is also vowing to crack down on crime, and he joins me now. Derek, good morning to you. Congratulations on this appointment. It's great to have you on the show this morning. You are hoping to be the single biggest thorn in the side of Mexican drug cartels, which makes you a very brave man. And I like the wording of what you're trying to do, to create an army of good, to fight back against evil and stop cartel influence in the United States once and for all. It's a lofty goal. How do you go about accomplishing it?
Well, for one, it all starts at the top. So leadership has been real clear that the law enforcement in this country is going to protect the citizens, and we're going to use all the tools, all the authorities, and all the great American patriots. Men and women are out there every day on the streets. All the agencies are united. This is the first time I've seen this level of cooperation between the DOJ component agencies, the DHS, Homeland Security, the new border czar. Everyone's working together. We're on the streets together. But unfortunately, Carly, we have compromises like we had in Aurora, Colorado. We're trying to remove the most violent criminals in America off the streets, and we have media folks leaking it to those traffickers, to those criminals. Very, very sad.
It is very sad. There were supposed to be 100 Tren de Aragua members arrested in Colorado. Only one was. But when Bill Malugin went into the apartments because he did a ride along, he said that there were blood inside the apartment complexes, which is really all you need to know about who these people are. And they're still in our country because of that leak. So we mentioned it at the top. Newly appointed AG Pam Bondi is suing the city of Chicago, the state of Illinois over the sanctuary policy, saying that they violate federal law. Do sanctuary policies impact the work that you're trying to do in getting drugs out of this country?
100%. I mean, what person in America would want to protect the most violent criminals in the world? All you have to do is just pay attention to what's happening. Like in Aurora, for example, these Tren de Aragua violent criminals are taking over entire apartment buildings. This is America. We have to unite. We have to stand together. And we have to stand up for the citizens. We have to put Americans first. This Attorney General, this President, and in DEA and all our agencies, we're going to put Americans first.
So, as you can see, Chicago is now being sued, right, as one of the sanctuary cities, right? You just can't, you cannot try to understand it no more. There's no way you can. I mean, I've been like that for a while now. Don't try to understand it. Just know there's always a fight, like I said before, between good and evil, right? And what would be the reason to be so against, working with the ICE and the federal government? They're trying to come in and, get the criminals, the illegal criminals, right? The one that has records, the rapists, the murderers, the gang members. Those are the ones they're targeting, right? They can't just go and ID people on the street. They can't do that, right? Like, they have warrants. Just to my knowledge, okay? I mean, just using common sense. They have warrants, and So they have these raids, right? These missions, you can call it. And, these sanctuary cities are not cooperating. They don't want to help. Like, what would be the reason? It comes down to money, right? It comes down to money. That they're being paid off or getting these kickbacks. That's what you call it. They're getting, how you slide somebody the money without nobody seeing. That's what they're doing. Do the handshake and slide the money. I mean, maybe. Well, that's basically what it is. So yeah, but watch this. The mayor respond, and I'll get back to you, man. Pretty odd.
Names as defendants the governor, the mayor, police superintendent Larry Snelling, Preckwinkle, and Sheriff Tom Dart. Last month, ICE raids began nationwide targeting undocumented immigrants with criminal records. The president's border czar, Tom Homan, acknowledged Operation Safeguard would eventually expand. The administration threatened to prosecute elected officials who do not cooperate. Mayor Johnson responded during an unrelated event last night. He has accepted an invitation to testify before the House Oversight Committee next month about Chicago's status as a sanctuary city.
Immigrants from around the globe have come to this city. Descendants of slaves migrated from the South, like my family did. So why anyone would be threatened by the diversity of our city, I can't answer that, but I will say that we're going to work hard to continue to make sure that working people are well defended and supported in this city.
The U.S. Constitution puts a number of provisions that the federal government is in charge of, protecting our borders, making sure citizens are in the country. And when they're not, that supremacy clause allows federal law enforcement working with local law enforcement to send those people back to their country of origin.
Yeah, you see, you don't see them answering like, he said, are you afraid of our diversity? There's no reason to be afraid. What are you talking about, man? That's not what they're getting at. They're getting at why you not cooperating with, it's illegal, man. That's the word, right? That's the key word, not diversity. Everybody loves diversity, man. Like, as long as it's legal, right? You do it the right way, there'll be no problem. But the harboring of these illegals is the main thing they're trying to crack down, man. So all these other sanctuary cities, like you've seen, you can't protect, right? You will get in trouble also, man. But yeah, I never see. I don't see them saying, we want to protect these illegal criminals. They leave that part out. Like, I want to protect the immigrants, and they never, say the illegal part, which is, anyway, man, like I said, it's good and evil. It's not surprising. Most of the times you can just follow the money and you'll see what's going on, man. But money's good and evil, right? But yeah, stay in the gym, drink your water, eat right, and let's get healthy. Yeah, and also, some of these raids and stuff, people are tipping them off, so the criminals and stuff are getting away before these raids happen. Like, just watch this next video.
So many questions. First of all, if they're shouting and helping these people get away with bullhorns, how is that legal to get help from the people in the streets? I know they can protest, but that's not what they're doing.
You're exactly right. When they come to they cross the line of impediment, and that's why I'm working very close, starting this morning with Department of Justice, and where do they cross that line of impediment? So they may find themselves in a pair of handcuffs very soon. So working with DOJ on that, get some legal guidance on that. I'm not an attorney. I know what SecOps is about. I know what crossing that line is, but getting DOJ back up on that. So it's something we're looking at right now, Harris. We're not going to tolerate it anymore. This is not a game. when we show up these sites, this is a dangerous job for the men and women of ICE and Border Patrol and all the DOJ agencies. To have that type of interference puts our officers at great risk. Not only the officers, it puts the aliens at great risk because anything can happen when we take our eyes off the goal here. So we're addressing that immediately today. I'm addressing OPSEC today, operational security, how these leaks are happening. We've already identified how this operation got leaked. I'll deal with that today.
Yeah, I'll end it with that, man. People aiding. I mean, it's family members, right? Either family members or, you know, friends. You know, they from the same country. You want to support the same country, even though it's criminals. Like it's all kinds of stuff, right? Or ones that aren't on the radar. You know, of course they're gonna tip them off. Like, come on, you can't be surprised at that. You know, these ICE agents and stuff, they can't be surprised at that. Like, of course, this is what's been going on in the news. They know it's coming. But all right, let's get healthy. Peace.